they'll be sent to high res, and we'll see what they do as far as the changes made to the game. The game, which I have to join currently, so I don't get kicked out. Hopefully they'll fix that as well. They're well aware of that particular bug, though, and so are we here at Tribescast as spectators of the game.
Uniquely biased.
User was moved out of your channel.
Definitely a little bit surprised with that last match. I was definitely expecting it to be much closer. Void is an excellent team. Not sure what was going on there. Maybe it was just a little bit rusty starting out with. Maybe Dry Dock just isn't their favorite map. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Void is a very good team. I think Epidemic plays particularly well on Dry Dock, though, so probably, yeah. Some teams do better on some maps than others. I'm not sure if we're going live with Crossfire next, but that's always an interesting one in competition, so hopefully that's the one that we will be playing.
Let's just run through their class picks, see. No idea if they'll start out with this, but they've got 4 Pathfinders, Diamond Sword. Did they just switch teams? I believe they did.
Yes, they did,
Okay.
of course, yes. Okay, and are we going live with this thing? I'm trying to figure out what all's going on and what's happening, and we should be covering Revenant versus Drunken Legends after this, so don't go away. Are you still with us, Freight Knot?
Absolutely. I just from how the teams are lining up, I can't imagine that we are not live here. Looks textbook.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of lives in our day, man, and this looks pretty much like a live, as much as a live can look. As it does take a while to set up here. Seabro goes for a grab, and he's quickly taken out on the stand. Both these teams taking kind of initial shots at each other here, as Lion is just going to raider it off the stand straight off the front and take it back to midfield. He's got some pressure, though, here. He's going to go ahead and punt that, and it looks like LL Blue Jay is there in the field to try to pick up, so is Lion, but no, they get a return on him here, and both flags reset. We are just about a minute or so in, so still pretty early on.
Yep, and Crossfire can be notorious for being hard to get those caps on. A lot of players say it's without the rock graps, it's very hard to get a good run on this map.
User joined your channel.
Not interrupting, am I?
Totally interrupting, but please go ahead.
Actually, yeah, we've got another game going on, man.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't mean to jump in here.
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, we've got another game in addition to the one that we're going on right now. Are you in for doing some casting tonight?
Yeah, I'm actually going to be hooking up with Krydos. I saw you in interviews and didn't see anyone, so I thought you guys might be free. Sorry about that.
Okay, wonderful. Well, he's already there, and that one's going to be Puppy Kisses versus Aftermath Revenge, and that should be a good game there, too. As we watch Mike Axe get out with this one, and not very far, the return
User
is
left
made,
your
and still
channel.
nobody has scored yet. And we're still very early on, but a lot is happening in a compressed amount of time here in these first few minutes of Crossfire.
It definitely looks like Epidemic is looking for that. More of a just run and gun it play down the middle. Just grab it with your radar. Hopefully you can punt it. Just find any way to get it downfield. Prism GG is setting up for a route, but he hasn't had any success so far.
Yeah, and here comes Sebro, but Trism is going to get that grab before Sebro can get back. But they do take Trism down. This one is loose in the field. Dragon Reborn gets it. Lanthus picks it up, but no, there's a drop. And Leech continues on with it for Epidemic as Warhawk and Double Agent are going to go for this one. Double Agent playing that brute, picking up the flag for Void Engineers, as it looks like Leech has made it. He's playing tech. That's interesting, and he's all the way back at his base now on a killing spree with the flag in hand as he gets up on top of the ship here, and looks like we've got pretty much a standoff perhaps now. Lanthus with the pickup on the other side in traffic now. Lion coming at him, as well as several members of Epidemic trying to put pressure on and get this flag back. He's going to pass it off to Zarius, and Mike Axe 2 on the other side with the pickup for Epidemic, and it's a good old standoff.
Definitely going to be a little bit harder to break than normal maps. Definitely not as bad as Rain Dance, but it's all about who gets in there first with and lands the lucky grenade.
Yep, and it's a numbers game sometimes as well, as we see several numbers coming in for Void Engineers to try to take this one out of Rip's hand, and they do, and the return is made. There's a chance for Sebro if he can get up and over, and he does. Void Engineers takes the lead on a nice play to get a return on the standoff and make it 1-0 in favor of Void here now. Warhawk with the chain grab, hoping to extend the lead. Getting to midfield, punting it loose. It's going to bounce into the hands of Snowdog. Not quite. Goes past him, and that gives a chance for Leech to get it in and get close. Snowdog does drop this one. It is bouncing. It is anybody's flag, though. LO Blue Jay is there. Warhawk picks it up in traffic to keep it going, though, and Lion gets a E-grab on the other side to keep it alive for Epidemic. Double Agent now. More brute capping going on with flag as he's getting a lot of pressure now. Rift is there all over him, and Snowdog takes him out to give him a little bit of momentary relief as he backs off into the base. And Mike is heading around and back to his own stand as well. We may be heading towards another similar standoff situation here, and we'll see how these teams cover it this time. Definitely paid off in Void's favor last time.
And this is definitely more of the Void team that I was expecting to come out here in this match. They're definitely showing a lot more organization, a lot more clean play just around the board in general.
Yeah, usually they're captained by Bytor, who I haven't seen tonight unless he changed his name. So a lot of crazy name changing going on in the game lately.
Should be illegal.
Can't tell the names of the players without a scorecard. Yes, indeed. And Lion is picking it up for Epidemic and keeping it going here. Warhawk and Dragon Reborn coming in on a break team, trying to get that one loose from him. Double Agent on the other side with the pickup, looking pretty good for the moment, as Epidemic is probably starting to set up their offensive attack. As looks like it's in the hands of Leech now On the other side, Double Agent passes it to Sebro. Here comes Blue Jay and Mike to do some damage on that front, and as they're gonna have to deal with Lanthus and Double Agent as well as Sebro there, and they're going underneath and around. Here comes Trism and Lion as well. Some attacks are being made. Looks like they're really handling business here with this standoff. Lanthus with the grab now. Blue Jay and Trism coming in. Lanthus on a killing spree with flag in hand. That's happened several times tonight in this game already. Some good individual play by both sides. Now Double Agent with the Brute. Oh, they do get a return, and this is going to be a cap. And once again, Void Engineers converts on a standoff to make it 2-0 in this second round. They lost the first one, but they're coming out strong in this second round. Here comes Zarius to try to continue that as he takes some scope fire, heads through midfield. Going to go ahead and pass this one off. Blue Jay is in the vicinity to get a return, but Snowdog picks it up with a lot of pressure on him coming in. Leech is there to attack him as well. Trism is fighting with Zarius, and he does drop this one. It does bounce loose. There is going to be a scramble for it. It is anybody's flag. Sebro in traffic picking it up. It's still loose as far as Line has it on the other side, and once again standoffs are looking pretty probable. As Sebro drops this one though and picks it up, no, they do get a return. There is a return, and the only flag out in the field is probably going to be returned as well. Warhawk is there to bring that one back, and he's going to go ahead and camp it out here on this remote island. It remains 2-0 in favor of Void Engineers at the 16-minute mark after some pretty exciting plays on the stand.
Yeah, you know, Void has been really showing a expertise in these flag standoffs. I'd really love to see them just go full straight on offensive and just go for complete cluster play here, where they just send their entire team to go get the flag and abandon the defense a little bit.
Yeah, here comes Mike with a grab on one side, Sebro with a grab on the other. Mike's with the drop, going to pass it off to Rip and get it up to the stand. Sebro with a drop on the other side. This one is under some contention, and Double Agent is there to try to pick it up. Snowdog ends up being one picking it up while a big battle is going on for it. It is definitely in question as he's going to head back more closer to the stand, which is probably a good idea, and looks like they fought off most of the hassle that was coming in at the time. Epidemic will reset as well as Void Engineers, looks like.
Void Engineers has been letting their generator sit. It's been down this whole time, I believe. Well, on the other side, I believe Epidemic has 2 technicians dropping turrets, preparing that generator.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, because as I understand the TWL rules, the generators do not auto repair themselves, so you have to go in there and do it yourself. So Epidemic definitely making an effort to do that. And but here is the return, and here's the cap, and Leech is going to take it in, and Epidemic gains a point here. It's going to be 2-1. It's still pretty wide open with 14.5 minutes left.
Yeah, we'll definitely see if Epidemic can come back from their 2-0 down deficit.
Yep, if there's a time to start making a comeback, it's definitely now. Trism is taken out by a sniper, though. Probably Lanthus doing big work over there on the other side for Void Engineers. On this side, it looks like Zarius has got a grab and going to keep it going, even though he is taken out. Snowdog is there. No, he is also taken out, and they're going to go ahead and return this one. The only flag out in the field is in the hands of Mike Axe 2 as he heads back to the stand. This one is going to bounce loose. It got Nitron out of his hand, apparently, but he's going to go ahead and pick it up, continue it on, pass it down. Leech tries to pick it up. Blue Jay is there. He's got Epidemic all over, converging in to help him out, but Snowdog with an E-grab back. He is in the backfield with it, and he's going to be pursued by Mike X2 as well as Trism. They're going to battle it out. He has very little health. This could be dangerous for him here. He's going to go ahead and try to punt this one as far as he can, and it looks like Epidemic is going to get that timed return. Rip drops down, and no, Dragon Reborn with a huge E-grab in the front to back. Once again, they were ready for that one to, that was going to be a point. It was a few feet away. And a nice E-grab there. And Sebro, he takes it out far enough to Sebro to keep it alive for Void Engineers. He's going to have to battle with Leech one-on-one here. Dragon Reborn coming in to give him some escort. He has very little health, though. This one is going to drop, and who's going to get it? It's a battle, and Trism's going to get that return. And that leaves Mike to drop down, get the cap, and tie it up for Team Epidemic. This game is tied, Epi and Void, with 12 and a half minutes to play.
Yeah. Both generators are down now. We'll see if Epidemic stays down. But yeah, during that whole situation there, Lanthus and I believe it was Warhawk playing? No, Double Agent. They had two players back at home that just couldn't help out with that play at all. But yeah.
Yeah, this is turning into a pretty good round here. As both teams set up on their runs, it looks like Snowdog is going to make a bid for Void, but he is taken down quickly off the front of the stand. No, he picks it back up in traffic, keeps it going. He's got some help, but he's also got some people coming against him too, and that one is going to be returned, as well as the both flags are now returned. And we reset them once again with 11 and a half minutes left to play.
We literally saw the same play on both sides of the field.
Yeah, it's that asymmetrical mirroring or whatever they were talking about in all that stuff tonight. We did hear that some maps are going to be retouched for competitive play. Some of the more asymmetrical maps will be made symmetrical, and they're talking about a test server to try some of this stuff out and see what works and what doesn't. So we'll see what comes out of all that.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely some players were saying, you know, you can only play 3 of these maps, and I'm certain they don't include Crossfire in that. But Trism GG taken out.
Yep, another snipe shot, but Mike is there to pick it up and keep it going, and he's got the Shrike there with him, and they are looking good, and nothing like having a Shrike escort you in. Warhawk with pop and drop, that one is going to be returned quickly, and Mike's just got to jump up and throw this over, and that's what he's going to do. In fact, Leech is going to be there to get the cap, and that's going to make it 3-2 in favor of Team Epidemic. Now Sebro trying to counter for Void Engineers. Bounces off the wall, punts it loose. It's probably going to fall in the vicinity of Team Epidemic. They've got several guys close by to probably pick that one up. There's Leech. Yeah, he's going to camp that one out and go ahead and return it now as both flags reset. We're under 10 minutes here, and Epidemic has taken the lead, but it's still very close, 3-2. And here they go, setting up on their runs. Looks like Trism is setting up to make a grab here. Oh, he is taken out by a double agent, and that's going to stop that one. But Mike Axe 2 is there with a grab, just trying to get it out the front. It's going to bounce loose, though, and Warhawk is going to camp it and now return it. The only flag in hand is in the hands of Snowdog. Now Lion with a grab for Epidemic. Snowdog passes this one. Oh, the return is made. And this other flag is bouncing loose. It's going to be returned as well. Now a grab by Zarius to try to get something going for Void here. Passing it on to midfield. Alakabon is going to get the return on that one, though. Lots of quick plays here, grabs and returns happening, as Trism GG is going to straight up llama it out the front himself and manage to get it all the way back to his stand, as they've got people down there to cover. Warhawk is trying to give some pressure, though, and Snowdog is there as well. Leech has got it. No, Lion's got it. Now Trism's got it. Dragon Reborn trying to get it. He's heading back. Trism GG underneath the stand, passes it up. Sebro with a big E-grab to keep it alive for Void. Mike Axe is going to pick this one up in well, he's got plenty of escort there for Egocentric, and the Shrike is going to do the honors on Sebro. LL Blue Jay. No, Snow Dog. LL Blue Jay was getting out to pick that one up and return it, but Snow Dog keeping it alive for Void Engineers. A very nice individual play. Some nice group effort as well to keep this grab going. And Sebro is going to try to continue it as well. He's got pressure from Leech on one side, Lion on the other. Zarius is there to help him, but I don't think it's going to be enough. That is going to be a return. And Rip's going to get a cap and make it 4-2 in favor of Epidemic.
Time is running out for Void here if they want to make an effort to tie things up. 7 minutes, which can be a little bit difficult on this map.
Yes, indeed, and it looks like both teams are setting up. Snow Dog and Sebro are running cross routes, going to try to switch things up a little bit and do some distract. For Void Engineers, Sebro is going to be the one to make the grab and get out with this one, and it looks like a pretty good grab here with decent speed and health, but he is quickly taken out. As soon as I said that, now this one is going to bounce loose in the field. It looks like Epidemic is all over it and going to get this return. Here's Zarius with a grab out the front, not far, gonna bounce into the hands of possibly Dragon Reborn. No, he's chased off of it. And Alakabon and Rip and Leech are there, and they're going to go ahead and return this effort as well, as we see them set up once again. Epidemic leading 4-2 with 6:28 to go. Are looking pretty good with that lead right now. But Void Engineers definitely trying to get more grabs and try to get something going here. Meanwhile, Trism with the grab for Epidemic, and he's coming back to a pretty clear-looking stand. Zarius is going to try to make a grab. Sebro is there, but neither is in time, and this game is going to go to Team Epidemic.
Yeah, so some great play to take it back from that 2-0 deficit to just cap out there. As soon as they stopped those flag standoff situations from happening, the game really sort of swung in their direction. And I believe that's it. Do we play a third map?
No.
Well, there we go. That's it for this match then. I guess we'll see about getting interviews. You up for interviews?
I'm trying to find out what's up with this other game. There's another game that we need to cover.
Alright. We'll see then if we're going to be able to do interviews or if we need to move directly on to the next game.
User was moved to your channel.
In the meantime, we'll talk to Rip. What's up, man?
What's up, guys?
How's it going?
Good, man. Some good old-fashioned tribes.
Did you catch much of that competitive balance talk?
What, earlier today?
Yeah.
I didn't. I heard some things about it, but I didn't know it was actually going on until it was almost probably like over 2 hours in.
Definitely some VODs you want to catch.
Yeah, I was hoping they would have talked more about a unified rule set more than anything, but I heard that didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's more of a thing for the comp scene to figure out. Yeah, we'll see. Trism GG is here. Let's hop over to him quick.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, what's
Yo,
up,
yo,
guys?
yo.
And meanwhile, Afraid Not, do you have the New Bloods 2 server info? That's where this other game is, and it's about to start.
Alright, I can start.
Which
those
game
on
are you
there
watching?
While you talk to two players from Epidemic.
User was moved to your channel.
Yeah, good evening, all the guys from Epidemic. Yeah, pretty convincing game. Void Engineers is a very strong team. It was pretty close there on Crossfire for a while.
Absolutely, yeah, they're definitely a very good team. Caught us off guard a little bit to start Crossfire, but we made a little bit of an adjustment and went from there.
Was there anything? Do you think you guys just caught them off guard on that first map? Because you took it really handily.
Well, we've been putting in a lot of work lately on Dry Dock. Like, I think all this week we played 3 scrims this week, so we've been putting in a lot of, time on it, working on different stuff. So I felt like we went into Dry Dock really prepared, and so, I felt like that showed off on the performance.
I'm telling a couple of Void guys that we got interviews going on. I don't know if they know. Oh, there's Snow Dog.
Yep.
User was moved to your channel.
What's up, Snow?
Hey, Snowdog, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no problem. How are you all doing?
Great. How'd the game look from your end, man? I saw you guys doing a lot of frantic capping runs there.
Definitely clustering a lot on Crossfire. And Drydock it felt like our coordination was off. It wasn't really set. We weren't prime, I guess you could say. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What was it exactly did you guys feel that had that game on Crossfire run away with you after you were up to 0?
I think we should have changed something out. Change it up a bit so you couldn't really understand what we were doing. And maybe go more D-stack, more tech, maybe focus on the gens more, because it was really like you guys had the gens the whole game and we just sort of gave up on them. But I think if we changed it up a bit, it could have made something different may happen.
Mm-hmm.
User left your channel.
Have you guys practiced any cluster play at all?
We don't practice cluster play. It's sort of like cluster's more dual style, teamwork, get to know each other type thing. So we practice routes, but cluster just comes from experience, I think. Team play, getting to know each other, how each other, intuition. But Crossfire, you just have to cluster.
User joined your channel.
Usually you have to cluster.
Got some other Void guys here as
User
well.
was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
Sorry we're late. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, hello. You're fired.
It's all good.
Damn. You're cut.
Guys, any thoughts you want to share on the game and some of the things you were trying and some of the things that worked and didn't work, or things that you pointed out that you saw?
Hoff was giving us a lot of trouble on Dry Dock. We just couldn't seem to get the timing down between our HO and our LO and everything. I don't know. We just did not move the flag on Dry Dock, and it killed us.
You guys did a good job on Crossfire running. At some points, it felt like you were running cappers from both sides. Caught us off guard a little bit on the defensive side. I think that was good.
Crossfire is probably one of our better maps, and we're really putting effort into getting people to switch up and changing up the way we do offense and just trying to keep you guessing as much as you can and really try to move the flag through the midfield, punting, catching passes, and everything like that, and just general cluster play, which is what you have to do on that map. But you guys kept your gens up, and we kept raping them, but they wasn't giving us that much trouble. It just seemed like one more thing we had to do,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great game. We were winning the standoffs at first, but you guys changed up something that caused you to start winning the standoffs, and that's what caused us to lose, I feel like, is once we did that, we were kind of getting stretched out on O and both D as well, and we just lost it. We kind of had it there for a while, but you guys adjusted and took it back.
I think we were just a little slow getting transitioned from defending the flag to getting our return team out in the beginning. There, we got caught off guard. I think think Snowdog hit me with a nice Nitron on the first standoff. I didn't even see him coming. Somebody hit me with a nice Nitron to get the return
Yeah,
in the
I
first half.
snuck it. Snuck right up behind you.
That was good. That was good. But outside of that, once we just made a minor adjustment on Crossfire to kind of just calm down and regain momentum. So you guys definitely played good. You caught us off guard for sure to begin the map. You know.
Yeah, we're trying. We just don't have the kind of time. That's what all of our guys are is a team of people who just don't have a lot of time to play and basically make matches and the occasional scrim and then play. And so the more we play, the more we're coming together. But we just don't have the time to do a whole lot of practicing, unfortunately, and it shows.
Trism, what did you see on the on their defensive side?
I mean, solid as always. They got Lanthus and Warhawk. They make that duo combo. Whew. It's always tough to deal with, but I think we managed it tonight, so went pretty good though. Went pretty good.
And where's Lanthus at? Let's get Lanthus in on this interview.
He's not very talkative.
Yeah, so yeah, GG's.
All Lanthus will say is, "Yep."
Yeah.
That's all I need to say.
And the occasional laugh too.
Yeah.
But what I want to talk about is how we really didn't focus fire certain people. We just went at it for defense, trying to just take out the Raiders. The Raiders is our top problem in defense at the moment. I mean, we still haven't got it clicked yet. So,
As you mean, as far as stopping the incoming
as
Raiders?
as in stopping incoming Raiders and stuff like that.
That's where those turrets come in handy.
Yeah.
Well, guys, it was a good game, and we want to thank you for letting us cast it here. Always happy to watch TWL, and both teams are very solid teams that we've always enjoyed watching on Tribescast and having on, and just seeing you do your thing. So thanks for letting us get in on another one. Any last thoughts or shout-outs? We've got a second game. We're going to cover a doubleheader tonight. Woo! So anything else you want to add to this? Leach, you want to hang around and cast?
Ooh. Maybe I'll partake.
Let's give our thoughts on the next match. Who's playing?
Yeah, there you go.
Who's playing?
This will be Drunken Legends versus Team Revenant in the New Bloods.
Should be a
man.
pretty good match, actually, right?
And we just played Revenant in the scrim. They're up and coming team, so it'll be pretty interesting.
But they are still up and coming, so.
I haven't seen Drunken Legends play, so I can't really comment on that.
Yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out, especially the Leech's cast, and that's entertainment right there.
Okay,
yeah.
then I have to stick around.
That's
Yeah.
entertainment for
reason.
miles.
Better reason not to watch, actually.
Oh man, burn,
Ah, what the hell?
burn for you, and a burn for you.
So before we go, winners, I want to ask you, what did you think about the tribal council meeting earlier? How you felt like that went?
I'm worried more about the morale of the community overall than I am the little balance, this and that kind of things. And, you know, we tend to get bogged down in a lot of that. But I just hope that everybody came away with something where they feel like that they're being addressed. And hopefully that happened, because that's about all we can really hope for. I know a lot of people are getting discouraged, but on the other hand, we're having so much fun with all this stuff like New Bloods and some of these, the Drunken Masters tomorrow. There's a lot of good things happening in Tribes. All the 10v10s that are starting up on Game Shrine and TWL, as well as just Game Shrine starting up in general. And there's more tournaments and stuff on the way. So I'm just kind of hoping that people can kind of hang in there and keep the spirits up, because it's still a cool game. If they just fixed a few things, it would radically make it even that much more fun. So that was kind of my thought on it. What about you?
Yeah, I agree the same way. Some things I was looking at in the thing I was really wanting to discuss, because I mean we're still like all over the place on rule sets and stuff. Like I thought beforehand we were gonna kind of discuss some things about that rather than just kind of some other things speculating on. But I mean overall it was good conversations, good to hear what like different tribes think about different stuff. and everything. So Bart kind of gave us a few teasers, like I think what he said, Dangerous Crossings, the next map coming out. So that was pretty good news. I guess they're getting rid of rock routes.
Let's
And
take a second to address this though. I mean,
I'm
isn't
kind
that
of
the
glad
way
to see
to?
him go, to be honest with
It's
you.
not. No, that's like that differentiates the noob cappers from good cappers, in my
It's a
opinion.
bug in the
Like,
game, though. You can't leave that in. It'll screw up other maps.
but
so
it
it's
kind of, the game
It's a
kind of
bug.
balances itself out in the sense that it basically counters sniping. You know, like you stay low the whole time. You're not open. You know, that kind of stuff. So
That goes,
I don't know.
that goes more to map design and just the general overpoweredness of snipers to me.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
hey, I think they're. I'm gonna go ahead and leave. I think they're trying to get ready to cast by winners. Winners, do we need to leave? You guys getting ready for something?
I'm trying to figure out. Afraid not. Have you figured out if these guys are ready to do it or not?
Yeah,
or
they're
we...
ready to go.
Okay.
we can-
Before we get out of here, can somebody drop a link for this so that I can watch it later?
I'll link it.
Yeah, it'll
Cool.
be
Thank
available
you.
at tribescast.com and bliptv/tribescast.
User
GG's,
disconnected
guys.
from your channel.
Yeah, great
GG's,
games, guys.
man.
Thanks for the play.
That was fun.
Thank
That was
you.
fun.
User
Thanks for
disconnected
casting.
From your channel. User disconnected from your channel. User disconnected from your channel.
All right, well, we're in the server. I think